This call is going to be recorded. All right, all right. Drop some ones in the chat if you can see me clearly. If you can see me perfectly, drop some ones. Drop some ones if you can see me clearly. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So what we're going to do today, my goal is to help you make money off Swipecoin. If you have the Swipecoin app, drop some ones. If you do not have Swipecoin app, drop some twos. If you have Swipecoin app, drop some ones. If you don't have Swipecoin app, drop some twos. My goal is for you to understand Swipecoin is the future. My goal is for you to understand that, hey, I may actually need to get this Swipecoin app. I've seen the results. They've hit over 85% some months. I've seen that 1 month in October, they didn't miss. I've seen sometimes they're 95%. I mean, I'm in a couple of different things in IM Academy. I don't have anything that can give me 90% results. That being said, also, if you know anybody while I'm talking that needs this, make sure you send them the link. Make sure you send them the link. So I'm going to work on showing you what Swipecoin can do for you from the bottom to the top. I'm also going to go through the Scalper. I'm going to go through the Scalper. A lot of people are very confused on how to do the Scalper. Sometimes people, sorry about that. Sometimes people just based off the app and they see sell Bitcoin, all right, on the Scalper. They don't even look. They don't log in and they don't realize that there's 3 confirmations that they need for them to make sure that they can maximize on the Scalper. So we're going to also work on Scalper. So this is not necessarily a pure intro to crypto, which it will be, but at the end of the day, we're still going to work on Scalper. So if you're on here like, hey, Sean, I understand what crypto is. I need a little bit deeper understanding of how to maximize on a Scalper. You will get that. You will get that introduction. So first things first, let's actually go through what cryptocurrency is. Sean, tell us a little bit more of cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? Can you actually break that down for us? What is it? So look at this right here. Cryptocurrency is the future. It's clearly 100% the future of money right now. Can someone in the chat tell me, what is fiat currency? What type of fiat currency is there in this world? It's kind of right there. Does anyone know what fiat currency is? Probably like, I'm not necessarily sure, Sean. Tell us a little bit about that. All right, cool. When you look at fiat currency, that is coins and bills. So that is what we actually have in your back pocket. Does anybody have any dollars in their back pocket? Does anybody have any dollars in their back pocket? They have a $10 bill, $1 bill. It's in their wallet. They have some money on the floor. So fiat currency is basically what you see right here. I literally got money on the floor. Fiat currency is what we see right here. So this is fiat currency, right? Fiat currency. It is obviously regulated by a government. As you can see, there's a lot of things. I mean, you can definitely see this is government controlled, right? This is fiat currency. So let's actually go into more. Let's go back into the screen again. So as you can see, that's really what the definition is. It's just coins and bills. That's what it is. But when you look at cryptocurrency, this is different now. Cryptocurrency is a virtual digital currency that's encrypted, which means you cannot manipulate it. So there are people, not I, but there are people right now that can actually make multiple fraud dollar bills. Drop some ones in the chat if you've seen a fake dollar bill before, or a fake $100 bill. You've seen a fake $100 bill. It's a waste of time to do a fake dollar bill. But if you've seen a fake $100 bill, drop some ones. Drop some ones, drop some twos if you ever bought something and someone has to mark it with a marker on your paper money. They have to see if it's a fraud money. Has anybody experienced that? Okay, so we got a couple of people that has experienced that. So that just shows you there is fraud money. But when cryptocurrency, it cannot be manipulated. And that's the biggest thing. Although when you look at a fiat currency, it is issued and managed by banks and central governments. I mean, you have a bank right now that has your money inside, right? Drop in the chat, what bank do y'all have? I just want to see. Just let me know what banks do y'all have. I have Bank of America. I believe Bank of America is the best bank. TCF, okay. TCF, all right. All right, TCF. Anybody else has any other bank besides Bank of America or TCF Does anybody have Chase, Wells Fargo? So there's different banks, right? So when it comes to really having the money, USAA, okay, and Wells Fargo, I love it, I love it, I love it. Understand this, the bank holds that, right? So cool. Well, now we're getting into more of like, okay, is this government controlled? Cryptocurrency is not government controlled. That does not mean it's a bad thing, though. At one point in time, alcohol was literally the exact same way. I'm not saying it's worth a lot of money as much as cryptocurrency, but I am saying just because it's not controlled by the government yet does not mean it's illegal. At one point in time, it was a point where alcohol was literally, it was illegal to have alcohol. And then once they were able to control it and tax it and be able to break it down, it then became legal. And now you're looking into fiat currency, it's obviously the market changes the price of the dollar due to government influence. When you're trying to get real estate, obviously that's when you start understanding a little bit more of that, of the market price, and it changes. Being that we already trade Forex, we understand market prices changing, right? Right. Drop some ones if you're understanding so far. Now, when you really look into taxes, right? When you look into taxes, actually, let's go even on the government. There's even one more I will even say on there is, have y'all noticed weed, marijuana? In some states, it is literally illegal, including Texas, right? But in other states, it is legal. Can someone in the chat tell me why is that? Does anyone know? This just shows you again, but cryptocurrency is not, it is not illegal. It is very legal because they can regulate it and profit. Beautiful, beautiful. I love what you're talking about, Promise. I love it. Right now, obviously, like Promise just said, with fiat currency, you can obviously get taxed from it. A lot of different things on when it comes to fiat, that's just dollars amount. But when you look into cryptocurrency, you actually cannot get taxed. There's not really many things that can really be affected by taxes when it comes to cryptocurrency. So what is cryptocurrency, Sean? It is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. So in Forex language, that is BTC, USD, Ethereum, ETH, USD, Ripple, XRP, USD. When you're looking at dollars and won, yen, Japanese, it can be USD. You look at JPY, EUR. You also looking at when you also looking at dollar, you also have the market value. Also, when I look at cryptocurrency, overall, I also look at US 30. Anytime I see US 30 booming, it makes me wonder, okay, so let me check how cryptocurrency is doing. Cryptocurrency is the alternative of the dollar amount of fiat currency. So if you're writing notes, drop some ones if you're writing notes right now. So when you look at it, cryptocurrency is the alternative. I'm saying this because this all helped me when I made $6,000 in 6 days using Swipecoin. But I was doing with all the research I was doing with it, and I already know the knowledge of some of the things I already know, which I'm teaching you right now. It helped me. It speed the process up more, right? So let me show you a couple other things just so you have an understanding of, okay, so this is maybe not be something that it was on Twitter or on something I just found. It actually may be something that's a lot more meaningful. Right now, look at here, these twins. Does anyone know where these twins came from? Or even from, or does anyone know who they are? Anyone? Facebook, beautiful. These are people from Facebook. They actually founded Facebook. These are very powerful investors. So this should show you Bitcoin will hit 500K. At the moment right now, it's sitting around 23,000. Just to let you know, 4 years ago, it was sitting at $636. Understand the power of that. Understand the power of that. So what do you think is going to be in the next 4 years? What do you think is going to be in the next decade? This is something for us to think about. This is something for us to really think about when we're really looking at this. Another powerful investor, Bitcoin would be worth 400,000. And banks are all in it right now. Government is actually investing huge amounts. Visa CEO is even looking into cryptocurrencies. You can actually buy cryptocurrency through PayPal now. You can obviously buy cryptocurrency through Cash App. Does anyone, drop some ones if you actually notice that you can actually buy cryptocurrency through Cash App. You've seen it. It looks pretty familiar. You remember the scribble line? If does anybody remember that? All right, perfect. You can actually buy cryptocurrency. I don't know if y'all know, on Twitter, Megan Thee Stallion and Cash App was actually given, I believe, $1 billion of cryptocurrency. They gave away 1 billion, I believe 1 million. Drop some ones if you're familiar with that. They gave either 1 million or 1 billion Bitcoin. I know a couple of people that actually received it. I did myself. I mean, it was $10. But imagine what that $10 can be maybe in 100, maybe in like 50 years. Imagine that, right? Imagine that. So just have the understanding of what cryptocurrency is. We talked about that. I am going to show you one more thing, just so you have two more things right here. I'm going to show you two more things. Imagine this. If you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin in 2010, can someone tell me what grade were you in 2010? What grade were you in 2010? How old were you in 2010? I was in 10th grade at that time. 6, right? We got 6th grade. Anybody else? What grade were you in 2010? How old are you? How old were you in 2010? 10th grade. Okay. 10th grade. Okay. So, I mean, $100 was a popular birthday gift, right? Imagine if someone gave you $100 in Bitcoin in 10th grade, in 6th grade, at 9 years old. Imagine someone gave you $100 in Bitcoin in 2010. You would have been worth $72 million. It's crazy. You would literally have $72 million. So the next time someone gives you $100, you should definitely think, hey, maybe I shouldn't spend it all on this Pakistan clothes. Maybe I should look at something into the crypto market. Maybe there's something I can do. Maybe even Ripple. Ripple right now is, I believe, is maybe priced at 40 cents at the moment, or 50. I haven't checked. I believe more 50 cents. Imagine if you bought that and it exploded in the next decade. Who knows? But this just shows you an understanding. I'm about to show you what Swipecoin is, but look at this real quick. Swipecoin was at 12,055 pips. 12,055 pips, 85% accuracy in the month of November. In October, it was reaching at undefeated. It was undefeated. It was undefeated at that time. Undefeated. So they did not miss one. But understand this though. If you would have used a 0.01 this whole time of getting all of these pips, you would have been up $1,200 with good risk management. Drop some ones if you would love to make $1,200 from just an add-on that's worth $50. I mean, you would love to make that, right? It makes sense, right? So now let's go through Swipecoin. Does anybody have any questions right now about cryptocurrency? Perfect. If you do, just undo your mic. Let's get it. Let's go. I am so happy and grateful now that I get to educate many individuals on Swipecoin. Swipecoin is an app. So as you can see here, so if you go in the App Store right here and just type in Swipecoin, you can find it literally here. It's an app that has 4.6 ratings. 4.6 ratings. A lot of people love Swipecoin. As you can see, a lot of people, they're even saying it's the best platform they've ever seen. A lot of people love this app. I'm telling you right now, it makes a lot of people money. And we're actually going to go into it. Shout out to IM Academy for providing us an app that makes us money. Shout out to IM Academy for providing us an app and even an add-on if you have Forex package. If you have the Forex package, HFX package, you're making money there, but you want to make money from an app while you also reading analysis for trades. Sorry about that. Hold on for me real quick. Sorry about that real quick. All right, let's go. Perfect. Can someone undo the mic and let me know that they can see my screen? I just want to make sure y'all can see my screen.
Yes, we can see you.
I can't see the chat, by the way. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hold on for me real quick. All right, cool. So we're gonna start off right here. Here's the Swipecoin app. And so when they give us ideas, when they give us trades, there's actually a telegram like this. So this is a DCX Telegram digital currency. They let us know anytime anything happens. Crypto Picasso, $1 million trader, was having sessions a little bit earlier, broke down how to look through Bitcoin and the future in Bitcoin. He talked about that a little bit earlier. They also do talk about trades. Shout out to Nick Gomez, Educator Nick Gomez. He really breaks down Ripple. I made a lot of money with Nick. Thousands of dollars I made with Nick personally. But here, they tell you when it's a new trade, new Swipecoin MT4 trade alert. They let us know when it's a new trade coming. So right here, we got notified. So we click on the app and we log in, we click check. It's that easy. So as you see right here, this is very simple. It's a plug and play. This was called yesterday, I believe 19 hours. They even give us analysis. Do y'all see how easy this is? Swipecoin makes it easy for you. Swipecoin makes it easy for you to make money. So if you know anybody struggling to make money and they don't have Swipecoin, they're missing out on an add-on that's about 85 to 90% accurate. We do not leave money on the table, right? Drop some ones if you don't leave money on the table. We don't leave money on the table. So they give us entry price. Just because you see an entry price does not indicate that is a buy stop, sell stop, buy limit, sell limit, unless they say it. But majority of the time, they do let us know it is buy by market. So it's a market execution. I strongly would recommend, though, when they give us trades to look at the entry point. Please. There's times that the entry point, sometimes we miss the start. So when they're calculating pips, it may be a little bit off compared to what you have. So just have that understanding. Try to get in as soon as possible. I have notifications anytime there's a new Swipecoin trade. I literally get notified. As soon as I get it, I literally look at it in seconds, because those seconds can be the biggest difference from making hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars to making scraps of dollars. Huge difference. I'm telling you right now. So to give us entry point, we plug it. But honestly, these two are for God nets. You do not have to put into your MT4. This is what you copy. You copy the stop loss and you copy the take profit. Honestly, I would do take profit 1. If it gets close to take profit 1, that's when you use proper profit maximization, and then you move your stop loss to TP1, and then you make your TP and your MT4 your TP2. So no matter what, you at the worst, you're gonna hit TP, right, as your stop loss. And at the max, you're gonna hit TP2. This is how you maximize money. This is what I did. I took advantage of all take profits, but I did not put take profit 2, because you never know if it honestly hits take profit 1 and it shoots all the way down to SL. The trade won, but you honestly didn't make money. I would also recommend, whenever it's in profit, 50 pips in profit, I would recommend moving your SL in profit, just because at the end of the day, no person becomes broke from being able to take profit in their trades. Not saying to do it too early, but at least 50 pips profit. Cool. Does anybody have any questions? If you do, undo your mic. I'm here to help you. So this is just the trade ideas. There's times that throughout, this is the MT4 chat. So here's where you're going to see a lot of communication. They talked about it. As for yesterday, I'll even say this morning, I believe. They talked about TP1 hit for Bitcoin at 23,500 for 700 pips. If you would have used 0.01, if you would use 0.01 at 700 pips, that is $70. That is $70. $70 right now. So at $70 right now, imagine this. And can someone go in my, if you in my leaders group, I don't know if I have any of my leaders on this call. If you in my leaders group, say that I am recording this call. This call is getting recorded. I am recording this call, by the way. So if you have any mentees that couldn't get on in the midday, understand I am recording. Let my leaders know that. I know they're blowing up my chats on my other phone. Let them know that. Perfect. Thank you, T. Thank you. So 700 pips right now would be 0.01. If you use 0.01 with a Bitcoin at 0.01 with 700 pips, you would be up $70. Imagine you use 0.02. That's $140. This is so much money to be made. And 70 TP1 for $70, that's not scraps. That's not 50 pips. That's not 30 pips. This is big boy pips, big man pips, big woman pips, right? Big woman pips. If you love pips, drop some pips in the chat. So you're not looking at small money when you're doing Swipecoin. This is why I love it. It's big money. I love big money. I love making more money than just doing 30 pip trades. 30 pip trades are cool, but making $3 compared to making $70 off a TP1, that's a huge difference, right? Huge difference. But they let us know at different points. I recommend if you do have the app, or if you don't and you're taking notes, making sure that when it comes to using the app, making sure that you plugged into MT4 chat. It's basically what you would see in your announcements channel on Telegram. So in your Telegram, you have a news channel, you have an education channel, whatever. They notify you about different things. This lets you know, it notifies you on anything about the trades or sessions that are coming up. This is the MT4 chat. So perfect. I am going to talk about Scalper chat. We're going to go over that real quick. But also, I want to talk to you about crypto talks. This is something right here that I would recommend to use. Look at this right here. The price of Bitcoin in US dollar 2 years ago was $3,200. 1 year ago, it was $6,880. 3 months ago, it was $10,000. Do y'all see the evolution? Do y'all see how it's gradually going? 1 month ago, it was 22,000. Today's 24. 24. 24. The price of Bitcoin in US dollar is growing. I'm telling you now, if you don't have anything invested into cryptocurrency, you need to at least put something. So you don't have to tell your kids 20 years down the line, I wish I would have done cryptocurrency. I wish I would have gotten into DCX. I wish I would have actually tapped into Swipecoin. They would have educated me so I know that I can be able to be up this X amount of dollars a decade later. And now I did not tap into it because I just didn't think it was that serious. I would also recommend for those on here that say, hey, Sean, hey, mentor, I don't have anything to post. These are beautiful things to post. If you don't want to post an MT4 account, which we don't want to, and you want to post other things so your followers can be able to actually see it, or your mentees can see this, I would recommend just clicking this and they give you stuff for you to post. Bitcoin hits 24,000. This. I mean, they give you stuff to post. I post this all the time. Funny enough, I have my friends, not even friends, I have followers on Instagram that reach out to me because of the things I post from here alone. They're not in the business. They want to do cryptocurrency. They want to just do cryptocurrency with me because they just saw this. Understand this right now. If you have Swipecoin and you would love to introduce many of your followers or many of your people into cryptocurrency because you believe it's the future, this is the app for you. Swipecoin's a beautiful add-on, only $50. And it gives you content to post. I use Swipecoin so many times. I literally look at it about hundreds of times a day. Hundreds. Right here. They also give us results. So look at this again. You have something else to post. Thank God. I am so happy and grateful now. I invested $49.95 into Swipecoin, and it literally paid me back off one trade off Bitcoin on TP1. If you love making big money, drop big money in the chat. TP1, big body. So off TP1, you've made $70 and it already paid off in one trade off Swipecoin. You tell me how many add-ons are like that. So this is why I'm telling you, and this is why I'm a big advocate for DCX. This is why I'm a big advocate for Swipecoin. That's why I'm a big advocate. Before I get into, I'm about to get into Swipecoin Scalper. We're gonna work through Swipecoin Scalper. I'm gonna log in my computer right now. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? Drop some ones if you're learning something so far. Are we learning something? Anybody? Are we learning something? Drop some ones if you learned anything so far. Perfect, perfect. Do you think as beginners should start with Swipecoin or HFX? Well, I would say it's the culture. I would recommend either getting HFX. I know there's a promo, HFX 199. And I would recommend getting the Swipecoin add-on for $49.95. So you have the best of both worlds. Being that you have Swipecoin add-on, you have some logins where you can be able to log in and actually go. I believe you can get these. I believe in a Swipecoin add-on, you do have Swipecoin Scalper, right? And so with that, that also helps you be able to see all the extra amounts of money we do make. So if you're new, a beginner, or you trying to feel like which one should I put my people in? I like putting my people in DCX because I'm not as profound in HFX 100%. And DCX also I can introduce them to our FRX, Forex. I can introduce them to two. But if you have a team that's profound in HFX, like that's their core. I know I've got a lot of great teams, a lot of great individuals in my team that are phenomenal. Future HFX educators. I have them right now. They're phenomenal. They will do HFX first. If they do have mentees that also want to make additional money, I would strongly recommend to them to make sure that they have their people plugged into the Swipecoin app. The Swipecoin. You might as well get the Swipecoin app. Be educated on cryptocurrency, right? So I would recommend that. Did that help your did that answer your question by chance? Perfect. Does anybody have any other questions? I'm about to log into my computer, so it's gonna be a difference in quality, I think, from my end when I saw it this morning. It's a little difference in quality, but we're gonna dig deep and we're going to work through Swipecoin Scalper. You will be able to be good at Swipecoin Scalper, right? So look like we have no questions. So I'm going to show y'all something real quick. So you will get a notification. Right here when there's a Swipecoin Scalper. So I want us to look at this. So right here, actually, my bad, the wrong one. So right here, as you can see, there's two trades today. There was two trades on the 18th, the 17th, the 14th, 13th. When it comes to Swipecoin, they're going to give you the best trades possible. BBM stands for buy market. SBM stands for stands for sell by market. As you can see right here, you got Picasio, one of the greatest traders, not only in network marketing, one of the greater traders out there in the crypto trading world. When it comes to that, Picasio is one of the best. $1 million trader. Nick Gomez is a phenomenal GOAT at Ripple, has made me money too. On top of that, you also have Ivan Patrix that come in. Phenomenal. These are amazing educators. As you can see, there's way more BBM, buy by market, just because obviously cryptocurrency is going up. So just wanted to show y'all that. But I do want to show y'all, oh, sorry about that. I do want to show y'all this scalper chat. So here, so this is what I need y'all to learn this. As you can see, scalping. What does scalping mean? Can you define it? Scalping is basically you're getting as much money as possible in very little time. Sometimes it may be scraps, but you're doing it multiple times. That adds up into a huge meal, right? So when you go in Scalper, you're not here to make 1,000, 1,000,000 pips. You're there just to get a short move. A short move. You should not be blowing your account through scalping. You should not blow your account through scalping. I hope y'all got that. So scalping is a short move, a short move, a short move. I have to say that multiple times. Cool. We have that understanding, right? So you wonder how, Sean, how did y'all make 12,000 pips in 1 month? How did y'all do that? Well, we did that just because of the simple fact of we already give trades anyway, but this scalpers where you're going to make a lot of your money. You're going to make a lot of small money and it's going to add up. This is how someone can, healthy speaking, in a healthy way, they can make $1,200 if they accurately use good risk management, 0.01, healthy account, and they only trade Swipecoin. They would have made $1,200. $1,200 with a $49 investment, or even the package, is a beautiful investment, right? That's 6 times the amount you pay for if you would have bought it as a DCX package. So this is huge. All right, we're about to get through. As you can see, there are some here. Now I'm going to go through the chart, and we're going to go over EMA. So if you know anybody that needs a scalper right now, drop the link and let them know, hey, you need to hop on this call. So we're going to go through Scalper. I have a couple of my mentees. I hope they're on this call. They've told me they're pretty confused with how the scalper works. Let's go through it. Y'all ready? Drop some flames right now if you are ready to make money from the scalper. You see it. You see how we're making money right now, and you're excited because you can't wait to be a part of it. You can't wait to be a part of it. Drop some flames in the chat right now if you are excited on how to maximize this Swipecoin scalper. You're excited. You are excited because I'm ready to make money. I'm ready, Sean. I have more than a healthy account. So I'm going to be making 2 times the amount. 0.01, I'm going to do 0.02. You got points. I have a bigger account. I'm ready. I'm ready. I've been ready. I bought this $49 add-on and I'm ready to maximize on it. I'm ready. I saw you make $6,000 in 6 days. I'm going to make more than you. I'm going to make more than you. I'm going to make more than you. I use that money for Christmas money. Literally have Christmas stuff behind me. I use all the else from Swipecoin add-on. Swipecoin add-on. Literally bought my sister's shoes from Swipecoin add-on. StockX. This is Swipecoin add-on. Literally, I bought it. The money I made, $6,000 in 6 days. I was able to buy my sister Christmas shoes. She doesn't even think she would get this. She's probably gonna get some Vans. Of course not. I didn't even have to touch my residuals. We're good. All right. So it's gonna be an echo. We're gonna be an echo. I'm joining as co-host. I'm gonna share my screen. All right. All right. So hold on for me real quick. Hello, drop some flames right now if you can hear me. Drop some flames in the chat if you can hear me. So let me all right. So let me make sure y'all can see. Oh yeah. Perfect. We are going to go through this. It's still getting recorded. Okay, perfect. How y'all doing today? Y'all good? Now we're doing Scalper right now, and we're gonna do Scalper, and we're gonna go through it. Y'all gonna see it where there's gonna be 3 steps I'm gonna give you that I'm gonna need you to make sure. So when we do this, it's like going on a ride. When we do this, I need y'all to say 2 things: valid, invalid. Drop it in the chat. Valid, invalid. Valid, invalid. You are going to tell me if the trade is valid. You're going to tell me if the trade is invalid. This is how we're going to maximize on Scalper. The problem is y'all saw when I pulled up Swipecoin when I pulled up the Scalper on Swipecoin, you saw the buy BTC. Problem was people were buying it. They didn't even log in. And they didn't realize they didn't have the confirmations to get in. They got faked out, and now they missed out. They not missed out. Some of them lost money because they were impatient to look on that, to go in, log in, and go on the Scalper. So go in the chat right now, drop valid, invalid. This is still getting recorded, even though I'm on my laptop. This is actually better quality, I thought. Drop in the chat, valid, invalid. I want to see y'all say it first before I do it. Drop in the chat, valid, invalid. There we go. Finally, someone does it. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we're ready. Now we're ready. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen right now. And perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Let me make sure I got my chat going. So for anybody having questions, if you have any questions throughout, let me know, please. If you have any questions throughout, let me know. Perfect. 3 steps. So number 1, the step is change from candlestick to line chart. So Sean, I definitely, I mean, when I've been trading Forex, I mean, I've been just studying with bar graphs. Candlesticks. I never really use line charts personally. I mean, that's just me. I never really use it. So why do I have to leave my candlesticks to go to line charts? I can't read it. Understand this. When you are making a confirmation, I need you to check line chart so you can get that, so you can see the big difference. And we're going to go through it and I'm going to show you why. But I mean, you can go back when you're doing Forex, you can go back to the bar candles. You can do that. You can go back to candlesticks if you want. But I'm telling you, when it comes to this, you're going to see the biggest difference when it comes with this algorithm. This scalper right here is the algorithm. Understand this. It does the job for you. You do not, as you are listening to this, you do not have to be a master trader or you have to use master analysis. So if you're new, if you're a beginner, or you trying to put your people on here on this call, or you're looking at the recording later, let them know that, hey, you don't have to be master analysis. There are 3 steps to confirm it's valid. So number 1, to make sure it's a checklist. So you have like a check. Number 1, I'm looking at it as a line graph. Drop some ones in the chat if you wrote that down. These are 3 this is how I made my money. I just wanted to make sure we're following together. I'm not going to go too fast. I've seen other trainings, people go really fast. Okay, perfect. I love it. All right, cool. Number 2, we are going to identify break and close of structure. Break and close of structure. We're going to identify it, right? Drop some 2s whenever you finish writing that down. Basically, it's going to be the support and resistance. The algorithm has made a support and resistance for us to identify. I will say this, and I'm gonna mark up the chart a little bit, and I'm gonna show you a couple of my resistance and my support, where this can also even indicate where if it breaks through that, it's definitely a win. But imagine how many confirmations we're doing. You can't miss. This is why this is an 85% accurate add-on. This is why it's a 90% accurate. This is why we're making thousands of dollars. This is the future. Number 3, step 3 of the checklist. Make sure on the 50 EMA, I'm going to show you this moving average. I'm going to show you how to add it as an indicator, but make sure it's yellow line. It's a yellow line, but make sure you can color whatever. But I mean, yellow, orange line is the best one. I like it like that. Just be simple. Don't think too much while using this. Make this easy. Let this pay you, right? So when you're using this, making sure that the price is either above or below. So if it's under the price, if the yellow line's under the price, it's a buy. But if it's above, it's a sell. And we're gonna literally work through this together, and y'all going to confirm with me on the steps. So you're not going to lose me. Also, you are when it comes to whenever it is a valid trade, I will give what a stop loss is. So when you are making stop losses, please understand counting pips. So when it comes to counting pips, you have that understanding. When it comes to Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, we count the number as a whole, not the decimal points. It has a whole. So there would be a 50 pip SL that once the trade is valid. And when it comes to once the trade is valid, right? We also would give you 3 TPs. Not we, but you can be able to calculate it, and I'll help you do it together so you can do it next time you get a notification on Scalper. And you see that it's valid using these 3 steps. You're ready. You want to give the trades to your team. You want to make sure that they all get on. You can also have TP1 as a 50 pip, TP2 is 100 pips, and TP3. Remember how I taught you how to move how to use multiple TPs. We kind of worked on that a little bit. All right, drop some twos if you follow me so far. Hold on real quick. Perfect. Okay, I like you on the bottom. It looks better on the bottom. All right. So two, am I seeing any twos? Okay, y'all dropping twos. I like it. I love the energy right now. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Y'all here to make money with me, right? Cool. All right, so first things first. This is a candles, right? What do we need to do? What is step one? What is step one? Change candlesticks to line chart. Perfect. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be very honest. I still love the candlesticks because it's like I get to see the inside of the car, right? So let's say the car is moving, I get to see the inside. So the line, when we are making a confirmation, we're making sure that it's moving perfectly. So line chart is definitely going to be ideal when we are doing this buy and sell algorithms. Understand as though, personally, I do like the bar. And I'm going to teach you how to use both at the same time, but the confirmation will be the line chart. So we are moving it that way. Perfect. I'm going to move my chat thing a little bit here. Perfect. All right, so let's go with, let's go candlesticks here. Okay, perfect. Let's go with this buy. We're on the third one. So I'm going to do three. I'm going to do this one right here. I'm also going to do this buy BTC. So I'm going to do three with you. We're going to do three together, and we're going to see if it's valid or not. Y'all ready? Cool. So the first thing, remember what we talked about. Remember, and if you lost, just ask questions. Oh, let me teach you how to add the EMA right here. So let's say I deleted it. Just click indicators. So for those listening, click indicators and just type in moving average. Right here. Cool. But before you like, okay, I'm ready. Click settings, the settings button right here, right? And it's 50. We're using a 50. Remember, it said 50 on step 3. This algorithm is meant to be easy, y'all. We're making money from it. Cool. Let me just so y'all can see 50. If you follow me so far, drop some ones. If I'm making this easy for you, drop some ones. Like Sean, you're making this very easy for us. You are making this very easy for us. I'm finally getting it. I'm finally getting it now. You're making this very easy for us. So click this. I'm sorry. Oh, y'all can see that. Hold on real quick. Make sure this is at 100%. Click X. Perfect. So it's set up perfectly, right? The moving average is set up perfectly. So right now we had a buy. So as you can see here, when you just look at the bar, like I like sometimes look at the inside of the car first. It is, hold on for me real quick. Looking at a buy. Cool. The buy for this is actually right here, as you can see. So here's the buy. So they give us a buy. The algorithm, ignore this, but right now they gave us a buy, and they say if it breaks and close of this amount, the buy is valid, right? There's a couple, that's their resistance, as you can see. You see how it's bouncing off this resistance line right here. It bounces off and it's going down, and they're basically saying if this buy can bounce off this resistance right here, the buy will be valid, right? So let's look at this as lines. And now now look at it. Drop some ones if you see the resistance line. This is the resistance line. Y'all see how it's bouncing off? It's like, no. I don't know if I want to go back. Cool. All right, cool. Even though this is above the EMA. I also, when it comes to above EMAs, if it's barely above EMA, if the price is barely above the EMA line, it's a good entry in general and outside of what we're doing. But just have the understanding, although in this, if it's too close, also at the same time, it could indicate that it's reversing. And also sometimes when it's doing this, this is kind of an indication that the trend is directionless, right? It's directionless. So it's bouncing off this resistance right here, going down a little bit, going down. So it's obviously not getting in. Some people thought, hey, I'm about to get in here. Bitcoin is shooting up. Oh, they're right here. They're probably facing this right here. Pulled back, probably their account blown if they didn't take losses. This is what happens when you don't use the products and you trade on your own and you're not as educated on it, right? So we're on this right here. This is what we're focusing on. Now, do y'all see the reason why line graphs is pretty impressive when you use this algorithm, this scalper algorithm, right? Drop some ones right now if you follow me so far. So I'm showing y'all, okay, so this is why the breaking and close, they also provide it's like their support and resistance. Right now, this is their resistance at this moment, right? Cool. So is this trade valid or invalid so far? Valid or invalid? Remember, y'all doing this with me. Is this trade valid, invalid? I need to know deal or no deal. Valid, invalid. Do we have a deal or we have no deal? Right here. Is this trade valid or invalid? Drop it in the chat. It's okay if you mess up. It's okay. It's okay. Is this trade valid or invalid? Bingo. Confidence, invalid. First is invalid because I'm on the bar. I'm on the candles. That's a trick question. It's invalid because it hasn't broke through the step. It hasn't broken through step 2. We did the step 1, but it's not above EMA. I mean, it's barely above EMA. So it broke through step 3, the checklist, but it has not even broken through this break and close. And if you start looking, it never did. Problem is, people get into this trade and they see it on that app, buy Bitcoin. They don't log in and realize there's confirmations, a checklist. So a lot of times, people are getting in right here and they get in, and I mean, you literally looking at massive pips loss because you're expecting it to probably give you blues. Swipecoin is accurate. I mean, they say buy. I'm just going to jump real quick. You have to also read a little bit and see that this checklist you have to do, right? So it doesn't break here. So now this is why, so me on here, when I notice, when I'm coming on in the first 15 minutes, I'm always excited to see any notification. So this is what I'm looking at. I already looked at it as the lines. So I'm like, I would say this it's still really close to EMA. It could reverse. It could reverse. Anytime it's close to EMA, it shows a sign of reversal. But I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait for the next 15-minute candlestick. This is why I say it is cool to use the candlestick, right? So we have the next 15-minute candlestick, as we can see, is playing with this. Remember when I said if it flirts and it's on that line, it's a directionless trend. There's no direction, there's no trend. Sorry. So now it's going down a little bit. Imagine that you would have lost money, right? It's not there. Sometimes I use another candlestick to 100% show me, hey, I'm about to get in. So cool. It's not even close. So, that just indicates, okay, I'm not interested in this. I'll look at this for the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I'll keep checking. And obviously this is a sell right here. I would not even got in. I would wait for the next algorithm. So they gave us another one. They gave us another one right here. So this right here, as we can see, hold on for me real quick. So we're about to get on the sell. So we already said, number 1, that first buy is invalid, right? The first buy is invalid. So now let's look at it as a line. They say if right here, the sell, let me put some right here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So right here. Cool. This sells right here. So cool. So now we're back to lines. So this sell right here, they're saying from right here, remember this was a candlestick. If it breaks this amount, which it kind of did, the sell is valid, right? So as you can see right here, go back to candlesticks. This would have got me, if I would have gotten in this trade right here, you could have made a little money. And this is where it kind of goes into what I was talking about. So when it comes to scalping, you're getting as much money as you can and you hopping out, right? You're getting as much money as you can and you hopping out. You hopping out. So right here, I would have kind of got in. I would have actually gotten in right here. Let me make sure. Yeah, I would have gotten in right here and I would have held it and would have taken profit right here. So what I would do with that is this. So let me do a couple of things for y'all. So when it comes to doing Bitcoin, let me teach you the risk management. This is using Hugo's way. Hugo's way. So comes Bitcoin 0.01 for every 275. I would even say sometimes 225 would be a little risky, but you know. Ripple, I would say this right here, 0.01 for every 125. So is this trade valid or invalid? Drop it in chat. Is this trade valid or invalid? Valid. There we go. There we go. Other people, I need you to be confident. You are not going to leave this call without you knowing this trade is valid, invalid. I can get in. I have 3 steps that Swipecoin Scalper provide for us. This is an amazing algorithm that helps us. I'm going to make sure the 3 steps are making sure I move my candlesticks to a line graph. Number 2, I'm making sure that I can spot the break and close. I could spot the support and resistance that they provided for us. Number 3, it's above or below my EMA line. Cool. Does anybody from here looking at this, is this valid or invalid? So we're right here. And if you need to also, you know, let's say you need to look inside a little bit. My bad. Right here. If you need to look inside, you see this. It broke this, so it's valid. It's also underneath the EMA line, big time. But it's not a long, it's not a short, but still not a long-term short. But still, look, it's still below the EMA line right here. So I would have got in and I would have stopped right here. So that being said, now that you got in and now you see a sales value, you can also even write parameters a little bit ahead of time. So now, does anyone see why it's valid? Drop in the chat if you finally see now that it's valid. You see it, right? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Drop some wins right now if you are learning something. So I'm going to show you, y'all did it fast. I love the energy. So sell Bitcoin USD. I see it now. There we go. Sell Bitcoin USD, right? So the entry that they provided, and you could also write this out before it breaks and close so you can have something there. Entries are guidance sometimes. If they don't have any orders, is a guidance. So don't always think just because you see entry, it means a order. Orders are buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. So as right here, I like using SLs first because if you get an MT4 personally, like that's the first thing you see. So if you give your mentees TPs first, you're kind of throwing them off and they may just be copying numbers. But it's good to trick them a little bit. So SL, remember it's 50 pips. So the entry is already 2268. 5, I would do this 2263, 5 right here. We're looking at this whole number TP. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Let me add that. I added it the wrong way. Rookie mistake. 53. Okay. So you see that this is the stop loss. The stop loss is when it comes to sell, would obviously be above, and TP would be below when it's sell, right? Sell high, close low. All right. So TP will be what y'all saw earlier, 63.5.
Remember, we're doing it by 50 pips each. So TP2 would have to be 100, right? Drop some twos right now if you see how to do your parameters. If you now understand how to do parameters on a scalper now, drop some twos. So when it comes to setting up SL, you're doing 50 pips. Y'all see the difference. When it comes to TPs, you're doing 100, right? TP2 is 100. Just so I can help y'all, so y'all can be able to have this later. I hope y'all learning something today. Told you we got to the nitty gritty. TP3 right there. That would be 22. Oh, sorry about that. I'm still used to buys. Cool. As we can see, here it is right here. This is TP1. Cool. So this is what, if you ever wanted to do it ahead of time, cool. So right here, you would have gotten in right there at the entry and you would have stopped right here. And we can even look at it a line. So right here would have been 22,628. You would have been very close. 2268. Oh, that hits TP1. You would have gotten a TP1. Drop TP1 in the chat. You would have hit TP1. You would have made money. 0.01. You would have at least made money. Drop TP1 in the chat. You would have made money off this. So y'all already said it's valid. I didn't even check it. I didn't even check it if it hit TP1 yet. It wasn't like I checked it, y'all. We did it. Y'all watched me together. There's no cap. You can't say, I don't know why they're calling TPs. It didn't hit. It hit. Y'all saw it. It hit. So I would have held this right here. Look at this. I would have held it right here. And this right here would have indicated I just made money. Right here doesn't even look like a 22. This is like a 22.54. You would have possibly made, this would have hit TP2. So I would have moved my SL on profit, right? Before, I would have moved my SL on profit just in general right here. Do y'all now see why at the end of the day, when you're doing confirmations, you're still using a line graph, but now y'all see why using candlesticks lets you see the inside of everything, right? So as you see right here, now I'm seeing the inside of it. So now right here, I would have moved my SL in profit, right? So now, but I also, I won't lie to you, I also would have moved my, because it would have hit TP already. I would have moved my my SL to TP1 and move my TP2, my TP to TP2. So right here, it's around 22.50. The price is at 22.541. You would have been very close. You would have hit TP2. Drop TP2 in the chat. We would have made TP2. Do y'all see how this is making you money? This is off one trade, and it's a scalp. This is not even a mega trade. This is a scalp. You would have been close to TP3, and I would have taken profit because now the next price, the price kind of went back up, and I would have just taken profit there. Don't be greedy. Drop in the chat. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Greedy won't make you as much money. I'm telling you. So drop in the chat. Don't be greedy. So we have to understand. Because scalping is about don't be greedy. Understand when you're doing scalping, you're going to make more money. They do give you a lot of scalp trades throughout the day. You're going to get 3 to 4 scalp trades. They're also going to give you a official trade too, but these scalp trades are perfect. But you see now how I did this right here, right? Cool. All right. This is done. We're going to adjust this a little bit later. Actually, I'll just delete this. Cool. Let's get to this buy. So we saw invalid trade right here. Invalid. Right there. And we saw a trade that was a beautiful valid. We hit TP2 right here. So this was invalid, but this is TP2, right? So now let's get to the recent one. Let's get to the recent one. I'm gonna mark this up a little bit. So bring this down. Cool. Cool. I like bringing this down. Okay, cool. So right here, let me see which one is it. Okay, this is it right here. People would have probably gotten in this and held it. I would wait. It is, oh, my bad. It is above the EMA. So it's a checklist one. I'll do it with you so we can make sure at the end of this call, we all get it. Checklist one, it does hit, well, it's not, we use the line chart. Cool, it hasn't break and close of the price yet. So the sell is still, the buy is still invalid, right? It hasn't even broken. So if you see a buy here, it hasn't broken through this. So the price is invalid, right? But at the end of the day, it has a lot of confirmations. Now I'm just waiting for it to break. I'm just gonna wait. So if it's above EMA, I'm already using a line chart. I'm just gonna wait for it to break it and I'm gonna hop in. So this is where I would have your laptop out and just wait. You may just need to look every, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, so you can get into some quick trades, right? We wanna make money. We're here to make money. Swipecoin is gonna make us money. Cool. I do want to look at something real quick though. I want to stretch this out a little bit more. Oh, apology. So let's look at something. Let me move my chat. All right, so this is the buy. The buy is right here. They're saying if it breaks here, this would be the resistance. They're saying this is the resistance. I actually believe there's another resistance that may be more important. This. Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna try to see something. I'll make this straight. So their resistance is right. Sorry about that. Their resistance is right here. As you can see, it bounces off that resistance, right? I would have actually made a small adjustment. And even though it breaks off here, if I'm still looking at this, I would have not got in yet. I probably would have waited a little bit. And this is mine right here. Oh, my bad. I just moved this thing. Hold on real quick. It was in the way. It looks like it's gonna, all right, we'll just do this right here. We'll just do this right here to make it easier. All right, cool. We'll just do this right here. Still, personally, whenever it breaks, anytime you see anything break, I'm always looking for a fake out. So just because it barely breaks, if it like this barely broke, you can see it and it still goes on. It barely broke. And that I look at that as 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I wouldn't get in yet. Again, it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You see it again, it does the same thing. It's basically bouncing off this resistance. It's doing the same thing, right? This, I would have gotten in. I would have gotten in a little bit right here because of this. I would have gotten in right there because of this. I would have been holding on a little bit, but most people probably would have gotten in right here. But personally, I have another resistance that I have that I just from seeing these right here, I would have put in another resistance at right here. So even the one I put right here, I would have looked at them and said, yeah, I think this may need to go a little bit up. If it can go through there, I 100% would get in that trade personally. It broke through here. You see what I'm saying? It broke through here, but I personally would have waited because this would have made me feel very icky. I would have felt very icky right here. This is where it looks as a little bit tricky. And this is where it's a little bit tricky. And the better you as a trader, the more I guess, accurate it can be. For some people, this already can be a 90% algorithm. This could potentially be a 95%, 100% for how if you understand the chart. But look at this though. Y'all just saw me do it on a bar. What did we just talk about? It has to be line. Let me show you why it never even broke. Now do y'all see why the line is imperative? Now y'all see it. On a bar, it looked like it broke. But on the lines, on the candlesticks, it never really did. Drop some ones in the chat if you feeling me so far. You're like, Sean, I'm getting it. Do y'all see why it's important to use lines? Y'all see it, right? It's crazy because someone that used bar candles, if they would have used candlesticks right here, they would have literally felt for it. But funny enough, we're on lines, right? That's why they told us on the first step, use lines. It never broke. It kept retesting it. Then it finally broke through, right? So if this support and resistance is one more for candlesticks, personally, but I would have gotten in right here. I would have gotten a little bit right there. When I seen it, it broke through. That would have been my resistance line. Would have been like either up here, a little bit right here. I would have gotten in right there. And so that would have definitely showcased. And this is, drop some ones if you can hear me. All right, perfect. I have to make sure. So, all right. So let me show you this. So cool. So now, Sean, can you show us how to set our TPs and SLs, right? So let me show you how to do the TP and SL real quick. So it broken through right here. And now this is where you can see it for those that are still confused. Bam. So I'm gonna type up some. This is a buy BTC USD. Entry was 23.16. SL would have been 23.156. Sorry, 06. Well, 16. Sorry about that. As you can see, that's 50 pips, right? When you talking crypto, TP1. Quick. 216. Six. Y'all seen how I'm calculating it? 3.16. Perfect. Actually, let me make sure. Someone's gonna say, is it a buy or a sell, Sean? It's a buy. This is an algorithm that makes it easy for you. Look at this. You would have gotten in right here. I would say some people even gotten in right there. If you would have held it at one of the higher highs right here, you would be up 23. You'd be up 23,537. It would have broken through multiple TPs. It would have broken through multiple. This buy is explosive. Not only that, if you would have been right here, you would have broken through TP3 right here. So if you would have gotten off just this one alone, you would have gotten a lot of money. You would have made a lot of money off Scalper. A lot of money. It would have broken TP3. So in the chat, do y'all see how it hit TP3? Drop some ones if you see how it broke through TP3. Sean, I need that art again. Can you show us the art again? Look. Right here. It's right here, y'all. Do y'all see it? Right there. I love this. I love this. I love it so much. So really, I don't even say right there, because that's not what price ended off unless you stopped it. So right here, you're gonna at 23,472. That hits TP3. So in the chat, if you saw how you can hit TP3, drop TP3s. So we took no losses. We didn't take a loss yet, right? Because the first trade, it wasn't valid. The second trade was valid. The third trade, it was definitely valid. It broke and closed. So if you learned something from this, drop some flames in the chat. You like, Sean, you just taught us how to use Swipecoin Scalper. I know I can make some money right now. I am so excited. I am so grateful to actually be on this call. Understand this. I am happy. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Perfect.
My bad. This is I took my time to make sure y'all got this. So make sure I'm gonna send this recording out everywhere. I'm gonna send it everywhere so all your mentees can do it. I've broken down Swipecoin. I've broken down cryptocurrency. I've broken down everything you need. I'm telling you right now, everybody after listening to this should get the Swipecoin add-on. It's $49.95. I just broke it down for you. So easy. So easy. I broke it down for you. There should be no reason. They should all win. Send them this video. You can even walk through the video with them. Make sure they all win. Make sure they all win. Shout out to y'all. Can't wait to see y'all. See you at the top.